Well, here we are. We have Morts home videos in the Juranda rainforest. Demonstration of sampling. Now here is the site, as we can see. Lovely tropical rainforest, the oldest rainforest in the world. And over there is the sampling, is the Stormwater and Envirapod device. There is our sample shed. Down there is our V-notch weir, and down there is the creek. A bit of close-up of the Envirapod storm filter setup here. See, we have the channel that feeds down. That bank there caused us a lot of problems in the start of the study. And here we go, looking down into the storm filter Envirapod catch basin, where the storm filter cartridge on this side. We have that beautiful Envirapod sitting there, totally removable for maintenance. The baffle system right. Now the sampling shed, where we house our expensive equipment that we've got on hire loan from Contact. Coming inside, it's a very busy road, you can hear. We have our two ISCO 6700s. This one on the right is with the flow module attached, and the sample intake tube. The one down here on the left is taking the downstream sample and is connected to the rain gauge. A couple of things of note here. See the overflow monitor that's attached to the side of the catch basin. And over here, sample intake tube. That overflow monitor is roughly the same height as that weir. Quick shot of the rain gauge located on the top. Not ideal, but it's as good as we get in the jar. Sample intake point, blocked up with a lot of expander foam and silicone. I had to do some running repairs today, so I hope that silicone holds when we do. And the channel where it runs down. We actually just dig that out because we're getting a bit of backwater effect. So that is something we'll have to watch. Now we are going to simulate a rainstorm event with this hose. So it should be all pretty exciting. Now this is the creek down below. You've got to be careful when you're walking down here. Might be a few crocs. Or huge bloody great spiders. Let alone tarantulas and other things. So that's my pumping setup. There's the creek. As we come down, check for crocs. Looking good. We'll be right. So it is truly, truly beautiful. Saw a few yabbies in here before, freshwater crayfish. Scared the shit out of me, but I couldn't catch them. Yeah, here we have a kink to lower the flow rate down to within the design capacity of the storm filter cartridge. And here we are, the storm is starting. Water's running in, coming through the Envirapod, through that sample hose, down to the Envirapod, pulling nicely in there. Probably need to change that chain into stainless steel. You don't want to get the result. Here we have water pouring onto the cartridge, and the water level rising inside the cartridge bay. You can see here the trickle flow. Water just coming through the bottom. We've got a perfect seal at the bottom of the storm filter. Water level rising. We should be getting ready to go the float now. Getting close to the top of the hood. And back over here. See it. Any minute now. Let's go. And, here we go, starting to go. There she goes. Boom. Storm filter in operation. Now we're inside here. Just checking the samplers. I wonder if you can read that. I don't think so. Bugger. Anyway, I am telling you that the flow through the system is 0 litres per second. We have a problem. Alright. Oh, we have it moving now. Purging. Now the second sampler is moving. After it finishes taking its upstream sample before it feeds into the downstream sample. Now we're going to increase the flow. See what we get going. Before I increase the flow, I just thought I'd show you where the lever is inside the cartridge bay. Still well below the overflow point. For our change we have 0.5 litres a second at the moment. The dash is showing. I can't, trying to show you it, but I can't really. And a level of 0.043 metres through the. Now an increased flow, you can see it's running quite a bit more through the system. More coming out of the hose just from adjusting the flow regulator blocks. It's still going nicely through the EnviroPod. And it's dangerous to merge the cartridge there. Yes, not much effect as the storm filter is controlling the flow. The flow is slightly increased to 0.553 litres a second. A bit concerning. It should be a bit lower, higher. Should be one. The V-notch is all looking good. There's no backwater effect. Yeah, I think a calibration of the probe is required up to this point. Yeah, I just measured the height of the water through the V-notch and it was measuring about 0.05, so V-notch is reading correctly. Okay, and yet the flow through the storm filter cartridge is a lot lower. It's up now to 0.694, but it's 6.5, but operating not at 1 litre a second. I'm almost in dry pass. Light switch is up. It's just about to go into dry pass. That's the self-cleaning.